Welcome into Verts. My name is Harrison Graham. The NFL released the 2025 schedule last night, and I take a look at my 10 favorite games of the upcoming season. Some of them are just awesome matchups. Other ones have good storylines. So let's go from 10 to 1, starting with Titans at Broncos. I don't care that much about this game, but Cam Ward was the number one pick. He is a quarterback, really the most noteworthy one in this draft. Obviously, Shedeur Sanders, a lot of storylines there, but he's not going to start week one. Cam Ward's first start, let's see what he can do. I'm curious to see if he can hit the ground running for Tennessee or if there's a lot of growing pains. Obviously, an intriguing matchup against Bo Nix and the Broncos, a second-year quarterback. So I'll definitely be keeping my eyes on that one on Sunday in week one. Okay, another storyline matchup here. Steelers at Jets. Potentially two revenge games. Justin Fields going up against the Steelers. I'm sure he feels like they never fully committed to him last year. Would like to beat them. And then Aaron Rodgers, assuming he signs with the Steelers, going up against the Jets. Now, full disclosure, if Rodgers does not sign with the Steelers, I don't care about any Steelers game. I think they could be pretty bad. They could be pretty bad with him, but if it's Mason Rudolph trotting out there, do not care. But if he does sign, and I think the schedule makers leaned into the possibility that he will sign by putting this matchup in week one, I think it's a pretty juicy game for both of these teams and both of these quarterbacks. And depending on who wins, a lot of narratives will be made. Okay, my number 8 game I'm looking most forward to, Bears at Lions. Ben Johnson's return to Detroit in week 2 at Ford Field. The NFC North is fascinating. I mean, you think about just all 4 teams. The Bears have the new head coach, kind of the sexy offensive-minded hire in Ben Johnson. Detroit, a lot of coaching changes. Can they overcome that with 2 new coordinators? Obviously, Minnesota with J.J. McCarthy taking the reins at quarterback. And then Green Bay, can Jordan Love kind of get back on track? So I think all the NFC North matchups and games are going to be fun, but this one's obviously a juicy one. Ben Johnson making his return to Detroit. Little surprised they didn't lean into this one in prime time, but that will still draw a lot of eyeballs. Who do you guys think wins the NFC North this year? Type CHI for the Bears, DET for the Lions, GB for the Packers, or MIN for the Vikings? Give us your thoughts in the comment section below. Speaking of the NFC North, Lions at Vikings. Had to pick a game from each holiday, Thanksgiving and Christmas, this one being a Christmas Day game, part of the triple header in Week 17. Late in the year, could have division implications. I think just a fun matchup last year, obviously. This was the game in Week 18 that determined not only who won the NFC North, but who won the number 1 overall seed in the NFC. Is J.J. McCarthy rolling by the latter part of the season, or are question marks starting to arise heading into the offseason? Potentially, I think a lot of interesting storylines could be had heading into that game late in December. You look at the Christmas Day slate this year, it's Lions at Vikings, Cowboys at Commanders, Dallas setting a record with 4 games on Thursday this year, and then Broncos at Chiefs. Pretty fun slate while everybody is opening presents and feeding Santa their cookies and milk. Okay, number 6, Chiefs at Cowboys, part of the Thanksgiving triple header in Week 13. I think this is a pretty interesting one. Dallas, I feel like in recent years on Thanksgiving, they'll usually just get like the Giants or Washington when they're bad. But, I mean, you're playing a team that's won 3 Super Bowls in the last 6 years. Obviously, Dallas looking to bounce back this year, so certainly intrigued by that one. It's always a big deal on Thanksgiving when Dallas plays. This is the full Thanksgiving slate, by the way. Packers-Lions, that's a good one as well to kick off the day. Chiefs, Cowboys, Bengals, Ravens. I actually think this slate is better than the Christmas slate overall. Should be a fun day of turkey and football. All right, we'll get to the top 5 in just a second, but if you want daily NFL content, news, rumors, updates, we'll probably do a video on Aaron Rodgers soon, catch up with what the hell is going on with him. We'll dive back into some college football when we get closer to the fall or when big storylines drop. We're talking football all day, every day. We're like 40 subs away from 10,000 here on the channel. Help us out. Let's get there. We would greatly appreciate it. Okay, number 5, Bengals at Bills. This is just fun, right? I mean, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Week 14, that could have AFC implications as well. Hopefully Cincinnati is playing more meaningful games this year down the stretch. Their defense is obviously going to have to play a little bit better, but I thought the three best quarterbacks in the NFL last year, this was two of them along with Lamar Jackson. That should be a fun one. I'll just kind of lean into that again. Reason I like this one at 4 instead of 5 is just kicking off the season, right? Sunday Night Football, Week 1. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Lamar kicked Allen's ass in the regular season. Allen squeaked one out over Lamar in the playoffs last year. So just a fun way to start off the year between two AFC heavyweights. And between these two teams and the Bengals, they're all chasing the Chiefs, right? Who can get over the hump in the AFC and potentially win a Super Bowl? Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, all on Hall of Fame trajectories. That Super Bowl trophy is what's missing for all three of them, as all three of those teams are trying to take that next step. Okay, top 3 here. Packers at Steelers. Again, this is if Aaron Rodgers signs. If not, don't really care about this game. But again, schedule makers leaning into it. Obviously, two big brands regardless, but I don't think they put this game on Sunday Night Football if they don't have a decent feeling that Aaron Rodgers is going to sign. And it's kind of crazy. This will probably be the only time Aaron Rodgers plays against the team he played for the majority of his career. Did not go up against the Packers as the Jets quarterback, and now he has a chance. So the only bummer about this is that it's in Pittsburgh, not at Lambeau Field, but there will be a lot of emotions going into this one if it happens. Obviously, Rodgers in the twilight of his career, if he keeps playing. Who knows? Maybe he's done. But if he plays, that's obviously a huge storyline game as he goes up against his former team, former head coach, the guy who took over for him in Jordan Love. I think he'd be pretty motivated in that matchup. Okay, number 2, obviously, I think one of the top storyline games from last year was the Jayden Daniels Hail Mary against Chicago. Washington was 5-2 at the time. Chicago was 4-2. Commanders outplayed them most of the game. Bears fought back, took a late lead, and then the catastrophe for Chicago happened. Tyreek Stevenson not paying attention, tries to catch up late in the play, tries to swat the ball away even though his job was to defend the back line, tried to be a hero because he was an idiot earlier in the play. The rest is history. Launches Washington into NFC kind of contender status, derails the Bears season, really was the end of the Matt Eberflus era. Now Ben Johnson comes in, Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, number 1, number 2 pick. That's going to be a big-time game. I'm not surprised at all that the schedule makers found a way to get this on Monday Night Football. Week 6 should be a big-time matchup. And then number 1, Eagles at Chiefs, Super Bowl rematch. I mean, the Eagles absolutely stomped Kansas City. So you get this game early in the year, Week 2 at Arrowhead Stadium. Obviously, the Eagles will have extra rest here playing on Thursday Night Football early in the year. But they're on the road, so kind of an equalizer there. Mahomes, Kelsey, those guys are going to be pretty amped, I would think, to try and get some revenge after getting pretty embarrassed, if we're being honest, in that Super Bowl. They've split Super Bowls in 2 of the last 3 years, so certainly 2 contenders with the chance to get back there this year. Going to be a fun one in Week 2. It's got to be the game of the year, at least on paper. All right, there you have it. My 10 favorite games on the schedule. There's so many good games. I mean, it was hard to narrow down to 10. What is your favorite game on the schedule? Maybe it's a team your favorite team is playing. Maybe it's some random game. Maybe it's a game I picked. Let me know down in the comment section below. My name is Harrison Graham. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. We're going to continue to pump out content. We might start going through some divisions and do some divisional breakdowns. Might do way too early playoff predictions for NFC, AFC after the schedule came out, because I think you could start to see some schedule trends. Some teams caught breaks, some didn't. So we'll kind of do some research, dive into that, and bring you some of that content as the days and weeks go by. But we'll see you soon here on 4 Verts. Stay tuned.